folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the NC State Wolfback, taking on the second-ranked team, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. That one goes out of bounds, a less than ideal beginning to this game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Fresh set of downs for the offense, first down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Will be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
Good job up front by this offensive line. Good hard running for this Miami Hurricane back. He's doing everything he can to live up to the long legacy that the Canes have at his running back position.
Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Just a great throw and an even better catch here by Miami to be able to come up with a big play for this offense. And oh my gosh, just an embarrassment of riches when it comes to Miami in the wide receiver position. You could say not recently. They had some pretty good players, but you go back, Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Reggie Wayne, Santana Moss. I just could keep going and going when it comes to the Canes.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback keeps the football. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Looking for his big tight end. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to the reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And the PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. While taking his shot on the very first play. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Look out, he's got some space. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground.
Will he score here? And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Extra point splits the uprights. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick in the very first play. They'll begin with a quick throw to the left.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
They'll hand it off. Oh, what a cut and still going. That is a huge play. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage and you can throw it over top of it.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, you're going to have to keep your eye on that defensive end. If he collapses down inside to the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself as a quarterback to the outside. Now, if he stays outside, you're going to go ahead and leave it in the running back's belly. In this case, he pulled it, got some good yards himself.
3rd and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He's got some room and some blockers here. Inside the 30. Past the 10. He's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Canes.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. The quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. And they recover from that right now. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he was able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
2nd down after that previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
The shotgun running play call.
But the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
They'll run it here. It's a solid gain to pick up the first down on what'll be likely the final play of this first quarter. The Canes moving quickly down the field here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. Now moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Hurricanes will have 1st and 10 here. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up the 2nd down now. The incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job at coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Offense on the field. It's fourth down and 9. Back to throw again. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
He's running out of time here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. There's a screen pass to the running back. They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
It's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Off with RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Strong game by this quarterback. The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. And it's caught in the end zone for a 2-point conversion to cut into this lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down. Now it's 2nd down here. Takes the toss and heads left. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Drop him back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looking for a deep completion. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown for the U. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
What if they got cooked up with this two-point conversion attempt? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He makes it into the end zone to add 2 more to the lead.
Well, that's when you know an offensive coordinator has confidence in his running game. 2-point conversion, no problem. Rely on the back and his vision with that great blocking up front to get you the 2 points.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So, here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Man heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it second and short. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Catch is made way down inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Now the offense will go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. And he converts the 2-point try, and now a 13-point game.
No issue here. The quarterback decides to call his own number on the conversion and gets it done.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Handoff from the shotgun. Football comes out. Looks like the defense has it.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, Wolfback. Still no answer for this offense. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. They pressure him and get him on 4th down. There is a flag, but I think this sack is going to stand. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They're looking to protect the lead and protect the football. The last possession, remember, ended in a fumble. Pitch play to the back. Brought down quickly after the pitch. The defense reading that option very well. After the first down loss, it's second and long from the 22. And he'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Running with an impressive spin move there. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers, usually a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. And the Canes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. First and 10 now for the offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right. But that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Play action here on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. He's going to lose yardage here. The defense pursues and forces him out of bounds.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure, came up with the sack.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Hall. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to begin the second half. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Breaking free with the 35. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's play action. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Second down now after the sack. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. And now the defense able to bring him down.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. We're going to go for it on fourth down. Handoff running right. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off, and there's nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Touchdown, Miami. This quarterback on fire today. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. The conference championship on the line he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers, but man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
They try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Their first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44. So off the play fake there, the big tight end gets open downfield.
Wow, love this call right here. Anytime you can run the football, eventually opens up play action. Linebackers and safeties' eyes are in the backfield. They lose the tight end completely, and the quarterback throws that one on rhythm for a nice game.
The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. Be short of the first down marker.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive game for the offense.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Defense is coming after him. The pass is off target. He got hit as he grew as the third down pressure worked.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. The quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. And result is a sack and a turnover on down.
Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And they tackle him for a huge loss, 9 yards behind the line. Second down play coming up for this offense. Ball handed off. Fighting off the defender. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Muscle out of bounds, close to the end zone.
This running back just not be denied on this run. And as a defender, that's what happens if you don't wrap up a ball carrier. Big plays can break open like this.
Cade's hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Canes. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Linebacker shifting around now. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's stopped short. The two-point try fails. They can't build on their lead here. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the NC State offense back out onto the field now. Remember, last time, North were on a fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion sets up a second down. It's a toss play to the right. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's caught downfield. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. He's found some room at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. He'll hand it off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Oh, the ball comes loose. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. The 10. Touchdown for the U. And the defense joins the party with a score.
Boy, this linebacker showing that he's got some serious speed. I mean, he's been pounding people play after play against the run. This time the ball's on the ground. I just thought he might pick it up. He shows us what kind of speed he has. Takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the NC State offense is back out on the field now. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
He just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The sure hands, it's McCray. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Man, Chris, what a great job by this offense to be able to pick up this first down. He had to come off his primary, meaning the offensive line had to give the quarterback a little bit more time, allow him to work through his progression.
That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Past the 50. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
From the pistol formation. They'll run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
The Canes pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. The linebacker shifting around now. They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the option play. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was... hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. So here comes the Wolfpack offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games.
And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
And the offense trots back out on the field again. Ball handed off. He shreds the tackle. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Important 2nd down play coming up. Single back takes the handoff. And the Canes pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He'll toss it to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st. Good execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now.
Well, these guys just won't let up. Another big positive gain here in the passing game from this offense. This is one of those games you kind of look forward to the film study. You get through things on Saturday night. Maybe you go over there on Sunday to the facility. And on Monday as a team, you break down the film. You'll be pretty happy when they get the chance to look at this one.
4th and goal. And this defense come up with a huge stop. He's got it near the end zone. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance.
That's a safety for the defense.
Well, Chris, just when it looked like it couldn't get any worse for these guys, it goes from being bad to even worse. They seemingly can't do anything right. At least they only have the rest of this quarter. Don't worry, fellas. It'll be over soon.
Ball fielded near the 35. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Just another example of this offense, Chris, doing pretty much whatever they want to do. They've been able to run the football. Offensive lines held their own in pass protection. Quarterbacks had an outstanding day. You add all that up, it's a big reason why they're up by such a wide margin.
And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And a timeout taken by the defense here with 19 seconds to play. Here's the second down play. They'll run it from the gun. Breaking free at the 35. And it's the defense stopping the clock now with 14 seconds remaining. The Hurricanes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And the beatdown continues.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
PAT is off the right upright and no good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And on the final play of the game, just a short game. That'll do it. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it.